All right, so we got Fort Worth legend Pops back in the building. How you feeling, Pops?
I'm all right, young man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, first off, we ending the year 2023. 2024 is coming. What do you think? What state right now do you think black people are in right now?
To me, that's a weird game. You said, are we on the right direction? Me, looking at where we at now today in 2023 and the year, we going zoom. We've been invaded, America. You speaking on America, right?
Yes, sir.
America have been invaded. America is nowhere close to what America used to be. Look at the White House. Look how they confusing in the White House and fighting and squabbling in the White House. Our house is burning down. What Dr. King said. I led my people into a burning house. Well, to me, it means America burning down. Everybody coming in here. Everybody coming in. What did Greg Everson say? This is a slave state. This is not a refugee state or immigrant state. New York and Chicago is where you immigrants go. And he putting them on buses sitting up there because he said he got too many people in America. And me, I don't keep up with politics. I don't really know nothing about politics. I don't know nothing about none of it, but I got sense enough to see what's happening in America from 1945 to now. I see how many different countries we got over here now, but we didn't start off with all these countries.
So when you were young, there wasn't no immigrants here?
You've always had immigrants because everybody that's not white or English or Indian, they immigrants. They come from another country. You had Italians here, you had Jews here, you had Germans here, but they all come by way of Chicago, New York, Philadelphia, where the water is, where the boats is. We're in a slave state down here in Texas. But America's been invaded. Everybody's in America now. You didn't have no Vietnamese in America in the 40s and the 50s, not that many. Mexicans and blacks and whites was in Texas. Mexicans had a little old batch over there. Blacks had 2 or 3 spots. Whites had spots. Italians and Jews had spots. Everybody got their own neighborhood. America, to me, America politics is, that's up. Right now, they say who would be the president? Who most qualified to be the president of the United States? Somebody with some compassion up there with good sense. Kind of Kanisha Rice. Young lady ain't racist. She wouldn't even know how to be racist, but she's been to so many different countries learning political science to men from other countries so she know what's going on, so she can speak. So me, I'm not in that. I'm down here in the bottomless pit. That ain't my game. I don't know nothing about that. That's y'all game. You got to worry about, I'm going to vote Democrat, I'm going to vote Republican. Y'all need to start your own party. Black in America scared to start their own party?
That actually don't sound like a bad idea at all. You know, a lot of the times, Pops, at least from my generation, we don't even know where to start. Like, as far as making a change. Because I know when me and you talk, you tell me all the time, you got a hard job, young man. And a lot of the times, we just don't even know where to start. So where would you tell us to start?
This is what I keep trying to tell y'all. I have the dream. Dr. King had a dream, let's go join the white boy. My dream is let's break away from the white boy and start our own businesses, have our own theaters, have our own banks, have our own, with nobody funding us. We're doing our own. Just like the Chinese say, man, I own part of America now. I'm not going to give y'all no jobs. I'm bringing my own people over here to work for us. So where's the smart black culture? The Negroes was the smartest. Now the Negroes is gone. Now 50 years, they what they call that share? hip hop.
Yep.
50 years they hip hop. They don't have hip hops don't have no business minds. Only the Negro, and he don't really have a business mind. Blacks do not have a business mind. They don't have an economy. Everybody come over here selling something, growing something or something except the blacks, where we used to grow all the food. But now look at us. We lost. The reason why we lost, Fort Worth is a country. Fort Worth is a country town, agriculture state. Fort Worth had gardens in the backyard when I was a kid. Fort Worth had rabbits that we used to go hunt. We can go fishing. You had food. Now there's no food in the backyard. Some kind of way, Tifton, Georgia, Jimmy Carter built them people's houses up there. So all of them got backyards, got food in their backyard. 2023, it's just hard. Me, I wish I had an answer for what can you do. Farrakhan them, they have a nation. Those are Islamic peoples. That's a nation. Farrakhan got food, farms for his people, livestock, everything. Places for his people to stay. The Christian Bible, the preachers, they don't look out for the peoples like they're supposed to look out for the flock. So America, as far as the black is concerned, what I see, we lost. You lost. You don't even know who you are. Mexican know a Mexican's a Mexican. An Indian know an Indian's an Indian. You ask the black race, who you, man? I'm an English white boy. I got his language. I got his tongue. I got everything. No, you ain't.
Right. So you mentioned taking care of the people, feeding the people. I did a documentary on Charleston White. And in that documentary, I learned that when he got down there to the classy lady, y'all were feeding the kids. So where'd you get the idea to have a breakfast program for the kids at? Like what made you, when did you start that?
I never had time to do nothing.
Okay.
Until I got to classy lady. All the other times I'm just running and having fun. When I go to the penitentiary, then I learned the strongest man is the man that's got the land. The land is the most important thing it is, the man that's got the land. So when I come back from the penitentiary, I'm trying to buy the land where we can start growing the food. One of my sons told me one day, he said, Daddy, money is like a tree, growing a tree. You just throw it away, Daddy. You just throw away money. I say, baby, you got to be the craziest motherfucker there is in the world. Money is like a tree. You just ride and throw it away. And then we drove on down the road. I told him, I said, you really right, man. So I'm going to give you some money. And you're going to plant an apple tree. In 5 or 6 more years, you're going to have some apples. You can sell some apples. Because you're right. But me just giving you some money and you not knowing what to do with it, you're just throwing it away. So it is like in the tree. But if I give you this money and tell you what to do with this money, then you know what to do with this money, then this money going to make money. And when I come home from the penitentiary, I come home trying to get people jobs and things like that. I had a landscaping company. I had me places of business. I had places of business to make me some money, so I ain't got time to be bothered with nothing or politics or none of that. I'm trying to feed my family. I ain't come out to penitentiary. I ain't got time to talk. I ain't got time to say nothing to nobody. I got to get busy. So I learned a lot of business while I was in the penitentiary. So when I come out to penitentiary, I open up my business and mind my business and don't bother nobody.
Right. Okay. But as far as when y'all was feeding the kids, like, is that something you picked up or learned that ideology from the pen?
My grandma feed. Churches fed. I come from a generation of ain't no child gonna be hungry in this neighborhood. You can eat at Miss Maggie's house. You can eat at Miss Saggy's house. Ain't no such thing as feed. So whenever I open up a place of business, you spend money with me, I got to give you something free. The kids come by, we get kids money, we get kids everything, we get kids jobs. We teach the kids. We don't give kids no dope. We give their daddies dope. because their daddies don't want to do nothing else but sell dope. So we get their daddies dope, but we take care of the kids. Whoever sold dope for us, their daddy going to be taken care of, and they going to school because we're going to make sure they got everything we got. It's a family. We take care of one another.
Right. Okay. So when you got the Classy Lady, how did the Classy Lady get his name?
Classy Lady is not the beginning of Texas.
Okay.
Classy Lady is one of the last places that I've had. Classy Lady is a place where some females had. That females had Classy Lady before I had. So the name was Classy Lady. When I got it, I turned it into a small casino. We gambling in here, getting us some money in here, eating in here. So I left the name up there because they said if I wanted the name to be changed, it cost $100. I don't give a goddamn what the name be. Be whatever it want to be. So from 2005, that's what we done. And we enjoyed ourselves and we fed the people. We fed the people. You bring me all your money and I don't give you nothing. Every Thursday you eat at Classy Lady, but every place I ever had you eat at. We put a barbecue grill out there and give away food because that's what you do. You feed the family. The strong men feed the family. You give away. You give away. You're getting all the money, so you're giving something back.
Okay. So you talked about strong men, especially in the black community, which is something.
Again?
I say, so you talked about strong men, right? Which is something in the black community. Would you say we lack strong men in the black community?
This is what I say. I can't take nothing from them because they swear they strong men. So if they swear they strong men, then they strong men. I can't sit up and say who's weak and I can't sit up and say who's strong.
Right.
But I come from a village where the men's had places to business, so when the little boys come outdoors, they got somewhere to go get them a job. They got a tie shop over here where they learn how to change ties. They got a grocery store over here where they can learn how to sack groceries. If today's men don't have no places of business for the young boys, so now boys is teaching boys. But I can't call no man, I can't classify that. One thing I can't do, I can't speak on nobody but me. And if I see a village, who's the strongest in the village? The female is the strongest in the village. Why is the female the strongest in the village? The female got the house. The female got the car. The female got the bed. The female taking care of everything. If the brothers do the brothers have any business in the villages? Is it any brothers got business in the villages? The young females trying to have some kind of business. What is the brothers doing? They going to work, sitting up talking about football and basketball. Some of them is, but I can't speak on them. That's what they want to do. I can't speak on nobody else. I just speak on my job. My job is to have me a building and be in my building and get some jobs. I ain't got no building, so I'm bored. I ain't doing nothing but talking on social media.
Facts. So one thing you mentioned that struck me, and which leads to my next question, is you talk about how the woman is the strongest right now in the black community, right? So one of the questions I have is, can you talk about the black woman and her son and the effects? Because you hear a lot of women say today, like, oh, I can't raise a man, or I don't know how to raise a man. So what would your advice be? I'm going to spin it like this. What would your advice be to a single mother and she want to raise the most productive, most positive young man? Black boy, what would you tell her?
You gave me some hard questions.
That was one of them that Charleston told me that.
Questions. The only thing I can do, and the only thing I can say, and I love her to death, I appreciate the mama that I had and appreciate the knowledge that my mama gave me. And the knowledge that my mama and my grandma gave me is the knowledge that I wear today. You got to teach your boy how to feed himself. You got to teach your boy how to clothe himself. You got to teach your boy how to bathe himself, because there ain't no man in the house. And it's hard for you to do that. But the most important thing you got to do, you got to tell your son the truth, and you got to make sure. My mama, I went everywhere with my mama. I went to the beauty shop with my mama. I went to the grocery store with my mama. I went everywhere with my mama. I went over to her mother-in-law's house and things like that. And then one day my mama told me at 10 years old, she used to say, that door. Go out there with a men's ear. At 10 years old, I'm sorry, you can't do none of this no more. You got to go outside and come back in and be a man and learn what a man is. Then my daddy come around and my uncle and my grandpa, so I leave my mama. So the only thing I can tell a mama is to teach him how to cook, teach him how to take care of himself, and teach him that he need a job. He got to have a job. Your mama ain't making it weak in a certain sense. My mama, I love her because I feel like one day when I come back from college, my grandma died, so that summer, I don't do nothing. I'm just laying around, burglarizing, stealing, doing stupid shit. I ain't doing nothing. So September come, I walk in the house, never will forget it, walked in the house one Sunday. I said, Mama, give me $20. Mama said, if you don't get your sorry ass out of here, you ain't got no job. Neither you going back to school. Get your sorry ass out of here. I walked out that motherfucking house crying like a little old bro. Mama done turned me down and give me no more $20. I'm finna go steal something. I'm finna go rob something. I'm finna go burglarize something. I'm finna go do something stupid to get me some motherfucking money. That's what I'm finna go do. Come to find out, I win the money. So I go lay down with a little girl. I wake up the next morning. I run my tongue across my teeth. I said, damn, man, I go brush my teeth. I said, Mama mad at you. I said, Mama, I went and joined the army. And ever since then, I've been all right. I love my mama to death, but I had to leave my mama. And my mama turning me down for that $20, it taught me something. And Ray Charles' mama, she wanted to help her son, but she couldn't. She had to make sure he learned how to iron his clothes and everything himself. So the black woman, you're doing the best you can, but you got a hard job. And I understand. I had my daddy. I had a little of my daddy. Yeah, but mom, just raising a boy all by yourself, you just got to teach him to be strong. Give him books on other men. There's nothing really, I don't.
You got to send him
My
out.
mama was strong. And she talked, nigga, if you ain't got no job, you ain't got nothing coming. One time when I first got my first job, I get ready to go to work, mama got my lunch, and she didn't give me 50 cents, and I got my breakfast. She did that every day. I get my check that Friday, I don't give mama a dime. Monday come, mama automatically cook breakfast. I ain't got no lunch and I ain't got no 50 cents. I got to go to work broke. I done lose all my money, messed all my money up. Wednesday I asked mama, why you quit fixing my lunch and why you didn't quit giving me 50 cents? She said, when you got your motherfucking check, did you give me anything? No, but every time I got my check, I started giving my mama something. You want to be a man, you got to go outdoors and get you some money. You don't want to be no little boy. You don't want mama and daddy to give you nothing. You want to start off trying to find out what is a man. And it's hard trying to find out what is a man and you black. What is a man? That's a hard job. What is a man? But the first thing a strong young man going to do is going to go get him a job. He's going to go get him a job when he gets a certain age where he can work. He's going to help mama. He's going to help mama buy clothes. He's going to help mama. He ain't going to just lay around and ask mama to do this. At a certain age, I learned how to work. I started working at about 11, 12 years old. Going and get me some money because like mama said, I can't buy them pants right there that you want. If you want them pants, you got to get some money put with these money to help me get these pants because our mamas was poor back then. So we had to help our mamas and things like that. Well, back then, the white man hire you if you're 12 years old, 13 years old, 14 years old. If you can push that wheelbarrow with that dirt in there around that corner, you can get paid for all that. And boys can do that. So you just young boys that got to go to work and quit waiting on mama. But I tell all the young boys, I don't care what y'all say, if you can read and write, go join that Air Force, boy. You gonna get you $4,000 every month. Damn college, go join that Air Force, man. And you're gonna get a chance to go around the world. You ain't gotta be bothered with mama, you ain't gotta be bothered with daddy, you ain't gotta be bothered with nobody, Now if you can't read and write, I can understand, you ain't got no chance. But a lot of y'all going to college and know you ain't got no money. Know your mamas and daddies ain't got no money. Go join that Air Force. Yeah, shit. You talking about live good.
Now I want to transition to the black man and the black woman. And that's ultimately the black family. Right now, especially on social media, you kind of see a divide where black women most of the times are saying, hey, you have to pay for my time. The other day or some weeks ago, there was a clip that went viral. There was a woman who refused to get out of the car on a date because the man took her to Cheesecake Factory. You ever been to Cheesecake Factory?
Mm-hmm.
She said that was too low. It was too low scale of a restaurant for her to go on the first date.
We had the CocaCola Woman. The CocaCola Woman depended on the man. She didn't really depend on the man, but she had a job. Her job was to take care of that house and take care of them children. And the man gonna come home and pay all his bills. This woman ain't gonna have no headaches. She ain't gonna have no problem. Man take care of all her needs and listen to her and make it easy for her. When she having a problem, then the man having a problem. So therefore the man can kind of handle a woman because he's a man. He's going out and providing for the woman. Today's woman started in '83. They are not hoes. They want to be ladies, but they dudes. They dudes because they don't have no dudes, so they done took on the dude role. Nigga, if you gonna take me to eat, you gonna take me to eat. You know, I didn't meet you there. I met you down here on one of these low budget places. I thought this was a nice place that I was taking you to. I didn't know you was that type, so from now on, tell me where you want to go eat. The sisters know that the brothers are uneducated, they ain't got no money, and I ain't got this and I ain't got that, so quit playing with him if you know he can't meet your standards. Don't play with that brother. You know when you see that brother with a pair of Michael Jordan tennis shoes on and a football jersey on, what kind of mentality he got and what kind of check he got. So you playing on yourself. The sisters and the brothers nowadays are just, the young black female, she's just so independent, and you can't knock her because the young black male is dependent. The young black male he's the weak one to me. Why? Why is the young black male weak? Man, because you got to listen to what she says, drive her car, listen to that shit. Nigga, I quit listening to mama and grandma. I'm going to keep listening to a woman before I go get my own woman, my own money, so ain't nothing no woman can tell me about my money. And I'm going to feed her and take care of her. But if I need something, let me have it. I'm going to get back to you double. But all that other, so it's different. We was different in y'all with these females now. These brothers can't cook. They don't know how to make up a bedhead. They don't know how to do nothing, so they need this girl. They need this girl, and then when this girl leave them, they kill the girl, beat the babies up, everything, weak, sick, mentally ill. Because they depend. The female don't hardly depend. So now the young females now today, they said, can't no bitch ass nigga tell me shit.
Right.
Point blank. Different female.
Sounds just like them.
Different female. I got a chance to meet them.
Yeah.
I got a chance to meet the ones that they call. I got a chance to meet the one that they call hoes. I got a chance to meet the ones that got called a lady. Now I done got a chance to meet the new one. The one that wanna be a lady, but she a dude. She don't wanna hear that shit. She'll take you out to dinner. And then you get lazy and like, oh man, she taking me to eat, man. Oh man, she let me drive her car. Oh man, she let me do this. Please, nigga. Drive a raggedy car instead of driving that bitch car. Don't make her think you need her. Excuse me, I'm sorry for that one.
No, you good. You good.
I'm sorry for that.
You good, man. We can blank it out. So that raises another question. What's the difference between a bitch, a hoe, and a woman?
My mama and my auntie, when I was a little boy, my auntie wear my auntie clothes. My auntie wear my mama's clothes and go out at night, come home and got drunk and throw my mama's clothes down in the floor. My mama wake up getting ready to go to work and my auntie laying down. My mama finna put drama in her motherfucking life, and while my mama putting drama in her life, she calling her. My auntie fighting back, and while my auntie trying to fight back, she calling my mama a hoe. My grandma, the lady in there, come in there and hit both of them in the mouth and make both of them shut up. So that's why I learned and hope. Now, one day mama in a good mood. I said, mama, she let me say what I want to say. I said, mama, what is it? Sorry, like you ain't it, don't do nothing but lay down, don't do a goddamn thing, but just lay down and give everybody problems, you can drive your mama crazy, everything, and they ain't never got nothing. I said, well, mama, what is a hoe? Like me gonna go get some money to feed your ass, and then sometime I get tired, I wouldn't got me a job because it's too hard. Well, what is a lady, your grandma and now that don't do nothing but go to church and go to work and come back home? I go down on the host road one time when I come back from the army. On Evans and Rosedale, the host road. That's the host road. That's where hoes was. Hoes, pimps, everything down there. Ain't no lady going down on the corner. Evans and Rosedale, because that's where hoes be. I walked in the place and I said, excuse me, ma'am. She said, nigga, you need to go home to your grandma. Bitches and hoes is in here. Ain't no ladies in here, nigga. So, you know, I'm raised down on Evans and Rosedale where the hoes and the bitches is. So I use that language every day. I use that language every day. When I get a nice lady, we have some kids. So one day we put our kids in kindergarten. Our kids go to school. Bitch, 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 bitch. White lady said, Mr. Price, can I have a conversation with you, sir? I said, yes, ma'am. She said, your kids are coming in here with foul mouths. So I had to go home and start using different words in the house with my wife. I couldn't talk in the house with my wife the way I'm talking down here with these women that want to be talked like they want to be talked to. So it's a difference.
Well, that's interesting. I've never heard it broken down that way before. Never heard it broken down that way before. That's very interesting. So, as far as this is in the Pops Library, I uploaded a video like this the other day, and it's basically you talking about the difference between the state penitentiary and the federal penitentiary and what brothers learn when they go down there. What's the main difference between those two?
One of them's a slave penitentiary, owned by the slave master. It's a slave penitentiary. The state is a slave penitentiary, and every state that you got in is a slave penitentiary, no money. The federal penitentiary belongs to the rich and the elite. So you learn rich things and elite things, and you learn things in the Fed. That's the difference between the Fed and the state. If you're in a state where it's racism, can you imagine the state penitentiary with all them redneck picklewoods down there? And how they do a nigga and how they do a Mexican and how they do their own kind too? Mm-hmm. That's the state penitentiary. Alabama, them old redneck picklewoods running Alabama and Mississippi. You can't imagine how they do in the state. And they cruel.
That's crazy. So what's crazy about that is that you know the 13th Amendment of the United States outlawed slavery, right? And so in the 13th Amendment that freed slaves, at the bottom it says, except as punishment for crime and imprisonment. So you 100% right. State penitentiary is literally slavery.
In the federal penitentiary, man's making $200 a month, $150 a month. They make bulletproof vests. They make helmets for the army. They make brooms. They make something. A man got 8 hours that he's going to work every day. When he get off, he go eat, he go lay down, take a bath, and go to sleep. He get up the next morning, he do the same thing. But what he gonna do when he get out? He gonna go find him a job to do that. If you down there in the state penitentiary, every day you got to fight, and you got to steal, and you got to do what you got to do. What you gonna do when you get out? You gonna go do the same thing. The juvenile school is worse. The juvenile school for our little kids are worse. Our little kids ain't got nothing to do in them juvenile schools, so they beating up one another. They need trade jobs in the juvenile school for the kids. So when the juvenile kid get out of juvenile, he learn he can go get a painting job. He can go get him a job, make him some money. He got something to do. He ain't got to go back down on the corner and sell fentanyl.
Man, that fentanyl is crazy. So when you was in the feds, how long were you in the feds?
Me? That's why I say I'm a fool. I broke the record on the Fed. I've been in and out of the Fed from 1983 to 2015, and I wouldn't be free now if it wasn't for a young lady. I don't comply. I am one ignorant motherfucker for real. So I run in and out of that federal penitentiary because I'm going to do what I want to do. I don't abide by law. Man can't make law for me. Who is man? And he breaking the law too. And he eating good and his family eating good. And I got to be down here and I can't do this and I can't. What the fuck wrong with you?
So you always just kind of felt like, man, these laws don't apply to me.
I always want to eat.
Right.
I'm not skillful in the mind. I can't go make $50 an hour, $75 an hour, and I created some expensive habits, so I have to have me some money. So I keep me a building or keep me something to sell.
Right. So you said you pretty much was in and out of the feds. What's the biggest thing you learned in the feds?
Mind your own business, don't trust nobody. And the feds know everything that you're doing.
Yeah, it's interesting. The feds they sharp, man.
They got to be sharp. They're trying to protect their country. You got to realize the United States of America versus AK. It's hard to beat the United States of America. State, you can kind of pay him a little bit. But the United States of America, he got all the money, he got all the land, he wants your ass.
Yeah.
So you have to learn what law that you know you can handle. And that's what you do.
So when you went to the feds, did you know you were being indicted, or did they get you like on a secret indictment?
The Fed will let you do what you want to do to build a secret indictment. And then when they come get you, they got you. Because they've been watching everything you've been doing. Everything you've been doing, everything you've been saying, whoever you've been doing it with, whoever you've been saying it with, they got it. That's their job. When this fool here at 8 o'clock get through, he pass it to a sucker 4 o'clock. When this fool get through at 4 o'clock, he pass it to a sucker at 11 o'clock. When this sucker get through at 11 o'clock, he pass it back to the sucker at 8 o'clock. And they better watch you every day.
Yeah.
How can you beat them? Now they got cameras. Got Homeland Security. So how can you beat them? So you don't commit no crimes no more.
Right. Yeah, my pops just got out the feds. He was in there for 11 years. They was watching everybody. It was crazy. So one thing that's popular right now is religion, because what you're seeing a lot of the hip hop generation doing is converting to Muslim. Now, the reason I think is because I think when you get into Hollywood and you get in the entertainment business so high up, you start to see some crazy, crazy stuff that make you feel like you want to cleanse your soul. And I think they convert to Muslim to kind of go against whatever it is that they're seeing. That's just my opinion. Anyway, it's caused an argument between Muslim and Christianity. They've kind of started to butt heads online. What do you think about that? Those points of views.
I don't get in that.
Okay.
I don't get in that. I don't get in that. Whatever your confused mind tell you to do, that's what you do. If your confused mind tell you to be Islamic, you be Islamic. If your mind tell you to be a Christian, that's what you be. I don't speak on what nobody else want to do. Whatever you want to do is your business. I don't speak on it. That's not my business. That's not my lane. And neither do I care.
Right. So I guess my question then becomes, as far as Muslims, because one thing I was reading, somebody said Jesus was a Muslim.
Watch this here. Watch this. Watch this. This is the way I kind of like broke it down. Jesus is a Jew. Jesus is a Jew. God loves Jews. God gives Jews everything. But Abraham had sex with Hagar, an Egyptian broad. An Egyptian broad, not a Jew. And Hagar's the Egyptian. So that made God got to give Ishmael something too. Because God said, I'm going to make Abraham's seed multiply. Well, ain't Ishmael Abraham's seed too? They kinfolks to me. Two brothers. Here's the daddy. Had sex with this broad and had a baby. Now, he is and had another baby by another broad over here, because whatever she is to him, they from the same culture. So God give everything to him, so now here they is fighting today for that. I can't speak on that. I a war there. But for me, analyzing that book, King James book is talking about the Jews and the Palestinians and all the other cultures, but God chose Jews. Allah is Palestinians' God. They made them a God, being that the Jews got a God and Jesus. From reading the book, you got to read the book. You got to read the book to learn what culture you from. Now here we is in an English country. So by us living in an English country, we read the English book. Whatever the Englishman believe is what we believe, because we in the country with the Englishman, which we don't know our ass from a hole in the ground. But we following that Englishman. Oh man, the Jew all right. Oh man, the Jew all right. Any human being is all right. We're all right. Why they fighting? Why they been fighting for that long, and now they still fighting?
Right.
It's confusing to the mind. Me, I try to keep that mind. I fool with the devil. I don't fool with Jesus and God. I'm a man. So I got to break Jesus and God's rules. When I see a woman I like, I'm going to look at her, I'm going to lust at her, I'm going to do what I want to do because I'm a man. I see something, I ain't got no money, I see something I want, I'm going to steal it. Jesus and God didn't do them things. I had to do what I had to do. Now, here's a new day and a new time. So here I am in America believing what the English white boy said.
Right.
I don't believe what Farrakhan said. I don't believe what Malcolm X said. I believe them old that taught me how to get up and eat every day of my life. How to get me some money and mind my business and be happy. Be happy. If you're a Christian, you're a Christian. I'm glad for you. If you're a Muslim, you're a Muslim. But why y'all can't get along? I don't know.
Right. So, it seemed like, first of all, it seemed like you know that book really well.
Huh?
Seemed like you know the Bible really well.
I read the Bible when I was a little boy. And then I had to go back and read it again. And but the greatest book I ever read was Master the Game by Sidney Sheldon. What you need?
No, I was just looking.
Oh.
Yeah, you good. You good.
The greatest
good.
book I ever read was by Sidney Sheldon, The Master of the Game. The Bible's all right. The Quran's all right. Buddhist book is all right.
So you
talking about tribal peoples.
So you read the Quran?
Yeah, I done read them all. Hindu, Buddhism, all of them the same.
Really?
All of them the same.
They all looking for
fire. Chinese believe in fire god. Buddhist is the fire god. He Buddhist. He burn. Buddhist.
Right.
Bald head monk. All that, man. But all of them say, you know, that is. Each country got a god. Each country. The Indians, they believe in the spirit.
That's one thing that stood out to me, is that how tribal cultures, like even some of the Africans over there that haven't really been habitated like that, or even Native Americans, they believe in the earth. They believe in fire, wind.
Like the youngster told me, one of the youngsters made a comment on yours when I told him I believe in water, dirt, air, fire, and rocks and dirt. He said rocks and dirt is the same. No, you can't. Dirt and rock ain't the same, period. Not period. You can take dirt and you can swallow dirt and make mud out of it. A rock, you keep swallowing a rock, that's gravel. That's you can't.
Yeah, your body can't digest a rock.
Yeah.
It can digest dirt though. You right.
This is what I said. Whatever your mind tell you to do, that's what you do. Whatever your mind tell you to believe in, that's your mind. Can't nobody tell you about you wrong. And me, I don't speak on, I try not to speak on nothing and nobody. I'm dirty. How can dirt speak on anybody? Whatever your mind tell you to do.
This gonna be my last question. I'm not gonna even hold you too long today. My last question is the word versus
the word versus what comparison could nigga have to
right.
Them people's, man, them people, the Nigger, what kind of comparison is it? From what I see, the nigger, the birth of a new nation. That's the hip hop children that's calling themselves, or some uppity black that don't want to be called. Okay, the word and the word are two different words. Is a word that the white boy do not want. Them people know what them people went through. Y'all having fun, man. Y'all having fun. It ain't no comparisons with the Negro. Nigga. New generation, they call themselves ours. Because they can't say.
Right. So let me ask you this. What do you think about the term African American?
Whatever you want to be called, that's some people next door. Whatever you want to be called, that's your business. Like everybody said, man, that old fool, that crazy. Why you want to be called? Them my people, man. I fuck with my people. Those are the people that laid down and died for me. That was what the white boy called them. Them my people. Them people never had a chance to do what you and you Negroes and you just black doing. That's a history of people that history need to be known, but it'll never be known. Because we have no history. That was a culture of people that got over. Nigger, soul, harm, beat, abuse, everything. We are their descent. We call ourselves, oh, I'm an Afro-American. Oh, I'm a Negro. Oh, I'm a hip-hop. We don't want to be some kind of way. The black race is shame of their ancestors. Hey, your ancestors, those were the people that died for you to be able to vote. What was that white boy doing when he read it? He wasn't saying. So you can say, but you can't say. You can't tell me who I am.
In today's world, I think most people just don't know this stuff. That's why every time I talk to you, I seem like I'm spaced out because my brain is going like 100 miles an hour. Like,
you know about from 1980 to 2023. You know about
1990
2000
actually.
to 2023.
Right.
You don't know about from 1945 to 2023. Miss Oprah older than me. She know more than me. She done seen more of it than me. But I walked amongst it from 45 to now. And I hold my own. And the English white boy, I ain't mad at the English white boy. I ain't mad at nobody. I'm more mad at my own peoples for being dependent instead of standing up. Put your own police department down. Put your own down. But you don't have no culture. You don't have a song that y'all sing together from state to state. A long time ago, them old was together. They looked after one another. They took care of one another. The whole nigga is crossing one another, fucking over one another, having their way, boy. The niggas are the one that's confused. They don't know what they want to be. They want to be a gangster. They want to be a gangbanger, but they don't want to go get no job and feed themselves and take care of themselves. It ain't no such thing. We are a race of people that have no knowledge of who we are. We're a lot of sheep. Indians, like you said, Mexicans know who they are. They got a culture. Italians know who they are. They got a culture. Do we have a culture? And what we do? And then everybody said the people from Texas is ignorant. Talking about 19th of June, we're free then. We ain't free now. Free to do what? Free to do what? Argue and squabble with one another about issues that don't even make no difference. And the woman don't trust the man don't trust the woman. They don't have no love for one another. So how's the kids gonna have love? So we So that's one reason why. And then the old lady, she said, well, what you want God to do? We either come down here and take care of it, and you don't believe in God. God can't come down here and take care of this. God don't exist. This is man. This is man. And man is the devil. Point blank. Show me one just man. Every man trying to, I'm going to fuck him out of this money. I ain't going to do them, but I'm going to fuck him out of this. I'm going to, man just, you know.
Trying to win on each other.
And here's a king. Here's wise men dropping bombs from the sky, killing women and children. You that mad? Look how many women and children is you killing that ain't got nothing to do with y'all squabble. Why the women and children, why the poor got to be bothered with y'all squabble?
Yeah, over there in Palestine. That's
Ukraine and Russia, everywhere.
everywhere.
Everywhere in the United States.
So do you think war is necessary?
Huh?
Do you think war is necessary?
No.
No?
No, but it's always been war.
Right.
It was war when it was stick. If man is just like a dog, he's just like an animal, he got to fight. Where's a civilization that can sit down and say, let's just be
civil.
Let's just be. Why we got to get mad at one another and hate one another and want to harm one another?
I think today, the point of this video today, Pops, was just to kind of let everybody know, like, you know, where do we go from here? And it sounds like what you telling us is you got to start your own. You have to have your own. You got to have your own police force. You got to have your own hospitals. Not even that far into it. Groceries. You got to be able to grow your own food. And it seemed like we far away from that. So
you was far away from everything because y'all didn't have to go through nothing. Your mamas and daddies and things kind of laid it out for a lot of them. So just like you got a rich kid that want to come down here and be bothered with the poor kid. Mm-hmm. Instead of going and become a doctor of things, but don't have no minds. The black males do not have a mind. The black females do not have a mind. Creative minds, they just got peasants' minds. Go get drunk, go eat, go fuck. Go get drunk, go eat, go fuck, have babies.
Right.
That's a peasant's life. Google said Michael Jackson, not Michael Jackson, but what's his name?
Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan is a man. He's an athlete. He's not a man. He ain't creating jobs for other kids. He ain't a king.
Right.
He's a common man that played sports and fooled around and got him some money. What kind of man is he? And then he don't even like other people that give away nothing. It's supposed to be a gym. They supposed to have a gym giving kids everything, all the basketball players and things. But they don't believe in giving. The good Christians say they give, but they don't give. So get your own.
Right. Okay. So, boom, we're going to end it right there, Pops. Willie P, cash sign Willie P. What's your cash sign?
Dollar sign.
Dollar sign.
Dollar sign. Willie P. 1945. That's
yes, sir.
My cash out.
Yes, sir.
Dollar sign Willie P. 1945. You help building the nation. And
yes, sir. And look, from y'all hear it from me. If y'all donate anything to him, send proof to me, and I got something for each of y'all. So, man, till next time, thank y'all so much.